Like I definitely remember going to friends' houses, like when I was in middle school, drinking as much Mountain Dew as possible because you get that caffeine and sugar rush. And we just played video games all night. It was ridiculous. Hey everyone, welcome back to another, I'm getting really tired now, episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And today, everyone, I want to say thank you for joining us here in this nice environment me and Adam are creating to improve your English listening skills. And hey, not just that, you can join us in this conversation and talk about this topic together. Let's hit it into this topic, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about all-nighters. All right, everyone. So all-nighters is something that maybe we were familiar with, and maybe still some of you, if maybe you're in high school or in your university years, because this is something that I think more the younger generations, the younger folk are more prone to do here and there, especially if you're that, kind of party person or party people, I guess, as they say in Japanese.
Party pee.
Oh, are you is that people from Paris?
So an all-nighter basically is all night. You have the all-night word and you're staying awake all night. The common phrase is, I'm going to pull an all-nighter. To pull it towards me.
Right.
Or pull it off is another phrase we use to say, like, do something miraculous. Like it's going to be very difficult, but I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to complete this task. Exactly. We say, I'm going to pull an all-nighter, which means I'm going to try to complete the task of staying awake all night to finish this thing or to do this thing.
Exactly. And if you say all-nighter, pretty much just means it's the same thing as saying, I'm going to stay up all night. Awesome. Now that that is out of the way, let's get back to the question, Adam.
Yes.
You said you've done it a few times.
Not on purpose, but kind of, it's always been my fault. And sometimes on purpose. I think the ones that are on purpose are fun, usually. Yes. The ones that are not on purpose are the ones that aren't fun at all. I'll give you two examples. One was when I was in school. When I was a student, there was many times where the teacher said, hey guys, you have this big assignment that's due at the end of the year, so please don't wait until the last minute. But this smart guy right here, what does he do? He waits until the last minute to try to complete this task by pulling an all-nighter. And a lot of the times I complete the task, but I regret it the day after.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And that's a bad situation, bad scenario.
Yeah, bad situation. Second situation, we have an art event in Toronto called La Nuit Blanche. So White Night. And I guess it's because it's between fall and winter. So you walk around the city and there's different art exhibits all throughout the city. And it goes on throughout the whole night. So my friends and I, we were going to pull an all-nighter to try and see if we can go around to all these art exhibits throughout the night until the morning. And that's fun because you're hanging out with your friends. You're seeing these different art exhibits and it's really interesting. And you can talk and, forget that you're really tired by being with friends. Or you can even pull an all-nighter and watch like a movie marathon. All of the Star Wars movies from episode 1 to episode 7, 9, maybe? 9?
Yes.
So that would be fun because you're doing something fun.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting.
But how do you feel about it, MJ?
Yeah, my initial reaction and thought when I hear all-nighter is definitely connected with young adults and pretty much like going out to a club. People pull all-nighters, going out to a bar. In my area, very close to Manhattan, New York City, a lot of people would go into the city for the night. So they would pull an all-nighter, go into the city, go bar hopping and also club hopping, and enjoy the whole night. Of course, you can see this in Japan or any big city, or I guess anywhere around the world, if there's a place to go and drink alcohol. I think that's what it's really like revolving around. But I have definitely had my fair share of doing all-nighters, pulling all-nighters. And for the most part, it was like hanging out with friends, having a good time, enjoying each other's company. And I don't know, like, of course, at the time I would enjoy it, but I would definitely feel tired afterwards. It really messes with your sleep pattern. The next day, I'll probably be good until around lunchtime or like a bit after lunchtime. Then I'm like I'm out. Just boom, Nobita-kun, blah, like out. That part of it, of course, is bad because then you sleep from the afternoon until like the nighttime. You wake up at like 9 p.m. maybe, or you sleep until the whole day and maybe you come back. Hey, did you know we have a website? Maybe we talked about it before. We have a website. You can become a Next Step community member, which gives you downloads of our videos and audio format so you can listen like a podcast to all of our episodes. And you can talk with us during Zoom chats every day, live streams on Facebook where I explain different words and phrases that me and Adam use naturally in those every day. So it's really cool stuff. Embrace English even more, the fun of it. And hey, if you want to improve your English to the next step, join me one-on-one English lessons where we can talk and I can help improve your English conversation. Little by little, let's do this. Yeah. But there's been so many different times that I've done it, and I'm definitely not a fan of doing it now because, again, it just messes with your whole sleep pattern. If you have to go to work, it is not a fun time. Nobody enjoys this. We all know sleep is a very important thing for all of us to work and function correctly. So not a big fan, but I've definitely had my fair shares and have a few stories, a few good memories that I have of pulling all-nighters. So Adam, let's go quickly and just maybe like kind of like a grocery list. Tell me like all-nighters that you've done and maybe something that stood out.
One that I remember very vividly is, again, going back to school. I had a project that I had the whole year to work on.
Okay.
And I didn't work on it until the week before it was due.
All right.
It was the biggest project worth quite a bit, like 60% of my overall mark for the year was from this project, and I waited until the end. I finished it by pulling an all-nighter, and I've had enough time to put it together, but I think if I started from the beginning, I would have gotten a better grade. But the biggest one I had was when I was in Japan, and I didn't initially want to pull an all-nighter for this thing, but it ended up being that way because I was having fun in the later half of the night until the morning. And because of this, I made a bunch of new friends and I was able to like have people to hang out with throughout my time in Japan, which made me want to stay longer and learn Japanese more. So I used to dance, as maybe some people know, and I went out at nighttime to a club that had a lot of dancers come. And they were like hip-hop dancers, house dancers, break dancers. And I was there by myself. I was kind of getting homesick, but I didn't want to be homesick. So I went out in a new environment. And I was dancing, having fun. And then I got tired and I was about to go home. And I saw some dancers in the corner. So I was like getting happy, like getting energized from watching them dance and seeing the atmosphere in the club. And I started dancing more and more. And a guy came over to me and he said, "Hey, like, I like how you dance. It's really cool. I like your moves. I like your moves, you know. Want to hang out with my crew?" Yeah, I have a bunch of friends. We're all dancers. So why don't you come over on our side and like dance with us, like dance in our area? I was like, cool. So we're dancing and then time went by and more time went by. And it ended up ending at around 10 a.m. in the morning.
Whoa.
Yeah. And usually I was there.
Like 6 a.m.?
Like 6 a.m., 10. It was because the event was going and it's supposed to end at 6. And people are just like, play more music. Whoa. So the DJ was like, okay. Like everyone's still having awake, a good time. I'm still awake. The club's still packed at like 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, like 10, it kept going.
Yeah.
And then it was like, yeah, they're telling me I have to go. So we had to go. So I went, and I was like, really, it was such a great atmosphere to be in Japan, not knowing anybody. And then at the end, I knew a bunch of people, made a bunch of friends, and we hung out throughout the summers. We would go to different events and stuff like that. It was just great.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's what sticks out for me.
Oh man.
How about you, MJ?
Dude, I have a bunch from like quickly, like I definitely remember going to friends' houses like when I was in middle school, drinking as much Mountain Dew as possible because you get that caffeine and sugar rush, and we just played video games all night. It was ridiculous. Yeah, we were just on a sugar high, and with the caffeine, man. And that was like our go-to Mountain Dew. So that was definitely one thing when I was getting into it. Another one I remember is I had a few friends who would rent out an island. Sounds crazy. Rent out an island every year. And we had an island party with all of the friends and like friends. Like it was always an amazing night. And most of the times when I would join that island party, I would stay up all night. And there would be a few people sometimes with me. But I remember one time when everyone fell asleep I was all alone. And I just decided to walk around. Good idea or bad idea, I'm not sure. But I just walked around the island completely alone, walking on the shore, like just having a good time. It was very, very, very nice. Good, like meditative atmosphere. Very interesting. Wow. And then another one that I remembered a lot and was really, really fun was a all-night concert, a live show that I went to. A bunch of my friends were playing, and it was in Tokyo, and it started at 12 p.m. So it's like close to the last trains, of course, right? And it was really cool because it's going to go until like the next train, the first train in the morning, which is like 5 or 6 or something. Right. So I remember going there, and it was just awesome. This one tiny venue, just like filled with people, and they're all friends. So like I got to know more people at that time, and it was open, which not like most venues. Like if you go to a concert, like it's closed. You can't go in and out, but it's all night. So you're allowed to go in and out. So people were like getting snacks or extra drinks from outside. And it was very fun. Just a blast. Full on, just go all out because you don't have to worry about catching the train back home. But in this case, no, I'm here. I'm here for good. And that will definitely go down in the memory banks of being one of the best all-nighters I've ever pulled.
Would you do it again?
Yes.
All right.
Any case, everybody, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Let us know in the comments down below, what was a memorable all-nighter that you have pulled in your life? Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this one, if you're new. And again, don't forget to check out the website if you want to become a Next Step community member to take that support to the next level. Improve your English conversation with me, one-on-one English online lessons. Check it out. I'd be happy to talk with you.
And of course, you can check out our SNS channels. We have Instagram, where we have a lot of different posts in the week, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook, where you can join MJ in the live streams every morning.
Hey, that's it for this one. We'll see you on the next step.